From an entire continent to a slew of bosses, old school RuneScape has expanded the world of Gielinor a lot over its decade-long life, and I'm here to see all of it. From a fresh main account, we're gonna complete every quest, and fight every boss, and hopefully get rich while doing so. This is Building a Main Old School Edition. As we turn our attention to combat and progressing into PvM, the obvious first step is a bit of a Slayer grind. Now, I could do this the standard way, grab some tasks from Neve, set a level goal of say 75, that gives us gargoyles, which are a nice moneymaker, the highest level requirement for the hard diaries, and along the way ticks off the requirement for the quest cape. However, I've got something a little more interesting in mind, but first, there's a couple pieces of prep we've got left to do. Before we dive into today's episode, let's have a quick talk about Leagues. Leagues 4 is starting this Wednesday, and we're going to be playing it a lot. I've already got time off work, ready to make a bunch of content for it. However, that means that this series is going to be taking a little pause while we focus on Leagues. The plan for Leagues is we're going to be streaming it every day, and otherwise just doing progress videos on YouTube. They're going to be slightly less edited than building a main, and focus more on just conveying the Leagues experience, but I hope you enjoy them nonetheless. Otherwise, if you want some more Building a Main content, make sure to join us live over on Twitch 1 hour after the episode airs, where tonight we're going to be taking on some of our first old school specific PvM. So I hope to see you there. And now, on with the episode. For our Barbarian Assault team, we're joined by 2 members of Chivalric's group Iron Man, and 2 fellow members of OS Titans. OS Titans is a new old school clan made by Dark and myself, and it's open to everyone who's looking to just group up, PvM, or just join and chat about the game. So if you're interested in joining, just guest in OS Titans and give either 50p or myself a shout, and we will open up applications. The first role I played in BA was Defender, which is basically just use food to bait runners to the trap so that they kill themselves. This role is helped a lot by the Tile Packs plugin, which has a tile pack for the Defender role. So let's jump ahead to a clip that shows that off. Once the tile pack has been added, you'll see a bunch of green tiles, a bunch of red tiles, and that one blue tile. The blue tile is the hammer that you need along with logs to repair the trap every 2 times it kills something. The red tiles are where you should put wrong food to scare the runners away, and the green tiles are where you should put the right food to bait the runners. The way I started off every wave was by running to the first green tile, dropping a bunch of food, running over to another tile, dropping some more food, then grabbing the hammer and logs because by that point the runners should have reached the trap and it need repairing, and then just restock the tiles and repair the trap as necessary. At first the Defender role was awful, but once I got into a bit of a rhythm with it, it started becoming really consistent and actually quite fun.
Any healers? 45 HP?
Oh yeah, yes, you're so dead. I don't actually know what all these tiles mean, I'm just dropping stuff on them and it's kind of working.
It's crazy to think that like proper BA teams do this in like 11 minutes.
I mean, the waves aren't going that slow.
No. I know, but like even so, like I think our waves are going okay-ish, but like just to think about like a proper BA team will do like a wave in like 11, 12 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Our waves aren't taking 10 minutes. You mean a whole run that time?
Yeah,
right?
a whole run. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, we're already on wave 7.
Do we all have different calling times, or does it reset at the exact same time?
Same time. 2,
So in 2 seconds for
1.
everyone. Yeah. Okay.
Green eggs.
Oh, no, get those crackers. Get the crackers. Fix the trap.
It's a tarp.
Bruh. Come on.
Come.
Oh, it looks like it's going.
Just skipping the entire path and going straight to death. Everyone up? No, we have to be spamming it before you put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're
we
gonna die,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Whoever is
What?
scroller doesn't shoot. Oh. I'm not supposed to be shooting, apparently. That
Why?
I have no idea. But yeah, I won't spam click.
Wait, Defender is not supposed to be shooting?
No, whoever is scroller, so the guy who made the team.
Ah, right. Jesus.
Why does this guy not give a crap about the food?
He's not hungry, bro.
That's his whole job, to be hungry. Also, these rangers are kicking my ass.
I wish my job was to be hungry. That would be great.
I'm gonna go stay up at the cannon because I'm a dying boy.
Right,
Okay, there you go.
In position.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, spam.
Oh, so close.
Oh!
Okay, just get people
So close.
healed.
Go heal. Go
Just
heal.
Get heal
just
pool.
get
Go to
healed.
heal pool. Get to heal pool. That's the most important part. Just get everyone healed, and then we'll just get it to do again. I think if Critcha wasn't collector, we would have gotten it there.
If I was collector, you mean? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, if you were. Holy shit!
Oh, what the heck?
I think we got
How
it
did
this time.
We got it. We got it.
Yeah, let's go.
375 points we need, right? I got 327 for defender there.
Okay.
Yeah, 44 minutes sucks. This is like none of us remembered how to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I think that might have counted the time that we ran to complete the diary. To explain this strategy with the queen a bit more, if everyone who isn't the collector spam clicks to fire Omega eggs at the queen and then the collector drops the egg in, it will take all of those clicks and fire a bunch of eggs instead of just firing one. The only catch here is that if you're the one who started the team, you can't click, otherwise it will actually fire the egg. So for the queen waves from now on, we made sure the collector invited everyone to the team so that everyone else could spam click and get the queen kill in just 1 or 2 eggs instead of needing to make 8. Nice. 421.
What's the
29
Discord sound?
points.
Oh no, wait, what Discord sound?
Okay,
So,
we are done points.
yeah, I'm on 392.
Okay, we're done with points.
Okay, now we need to.
Hey,
swap
275.
roles.
Nice.
Yeah, we sort
Do you
roles, so I'm
reset
gonna...
roles? Wave now?
No need to reset, we just go from 5 unless people want to go back to the beginning to learn. On paper, healer is a really simple role. You shove poison food in the enemy healer's mouths and shove a healing vial in your friend's mouths when they need healing. However, this doubling up of responsibilities actually means there's a lot for the healers to do, and since it takes time for the penance healers to die, it's actually quite easy to lose track of whether or not you've poisoned all the available healers because more don't respawn until the old ones die off. This is the role we most commonly doubled up on, with one person focused on poisoning enemy healers while the other person focused a bit more on healing our allies. And the advice for playing a healer is to understand how many pieces of food it takes to kill each healer. In the early waves, it's 2 pieces of food. In the later waves, it's 3. Don't overfeed one healer because you have very limited amount of poison food available to you, and you don't want to keep running back to restock all the time. Oh my god, I heal 10 points a dose? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hey.
Fuck that
Oh,
shit.
the food only matters if you drop it at the right time. It doesn't matter when they eat it. If you dropped it when it said tofu, and it swaps to something else, you're all good. You can just leave the food there.
Yeah, red is bad. Also, speaking about bad, our healer, I'm 21 HP, mate.
You're fine. There's nothing alive. Okay, you're poisoned. Get back here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if you're standing on it, they're not going to eat it.
Oh, there it
You
goes.
put the wrong food down. That's why they're running away. You might not die in, Chev.
I'm trying not to. But if our healer was actually good, you know,
How did we get 50 points for that?
healer better get to work. Exactly. I was nearly dying last round.
What the?
Yeah, I'll focus.
You
on
weren't
that
even
again.
nearly dead.
Yes,
Not
I
even
was.
close.
No, you're
I'm
not.
dying. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Chev planking SMH.
Could never be me. I never die in PVM.
Just in mini games.
Can you please not do me so dirty? 2, 1, go.
There we
That sounded
go.
good. Yeah, there you go.
That's how we do it.
Shaved a whole 8 minutes off our time. Whoop.
Easy.
I'm pretty sure we're just scored as a team, but some of us have diaries completed that the others don't, so they're getting more points.
Maybe, yeah.
Next roll up for me was attacker, and I decided to range this because my best melee weapon is a whip, and that doesn't have an aggressive option. When ranging, instead of looking at the name of the arrow, instead look at the element that's being called. The feathers of the arrows are white, blue, green, and red. This is in accordance with air, water, earth, and fire. So if the called element is air, it's the white arrows. If it's earth, then it's the green arrows. I found this more useful than trying to remember all the names of the different arrows. Otherwise, your job is hit good and don't die. However, a minor optimization for your points is to stop attacking slightly before the cool timer because you get penalized for attacking with the wrong arrows. So if you stop 2 seconds before the cool changes, there's no chance of that happening. And then finally, collector. Pick up good eggs, don't pick up bad eggs. There's not really much advice I can give here other than you actually get points for picking up eggs, so it is worth going and doing it, but there's not really much to it. And then for 375 points in each roll and one of our queen kills, we can redeem a fighter torso. This has the same strength bonus as the Bando's chestplate, just less defensive bonuses, so for stuff like Slayer, it's incredible. I want to say a big thank you to the team for such a fun experience at BA, and if you're interested in grouping up with us in the future, make sure to check out OS Titans in-game. So with the fighter torso knocked out of the way, it's time to start working on Slayer points, and the best way to get a bunch of Slayer points quick is to do task boosting, which means doing tasks 1 through 9 at Turiel, and then task 10 at Kona. But Turiel gave us a Spiders task, and unlike RS3 where Araxor is not affected by a Slayer task, there is a Spider boss in Old School that is affected by a Slayer task, so let's go have some fun with that. Okay, so Sarachnis hangs out in the Forphos dungeon, and ironically one of the best weapons at my level to fight it is its own legs, so yeah, that's what we're using. I have no idea where it is in this dungeon, so I'm just gonna hop down and go exploring. Well, there's lots of spiders here, so this looks like a good way to go. And a web to cut. That looks like a boss room to me. Yeah, that's a boss room, alright. Sarachnis is a pretty solid early mid-game boss in my opinion. It has only a few mechanics, but those mechanics work together pretty well to create a pretty satisfying and pretty educational fight loop. The first is that it swaps between range and melee attacks depending on if you're in melee range or not. And then this combines with an attack where it traps you in webs before running away. This means, because you can only really melee this due to its high mage and range defense, you basically have to prayer swap here. In order to hit it, you need to run into melee, and then it's going to web you and run away and range you. In addition to that, it summons adds that attack with mage and melee, just to make sure you've got a damage source even when you're praying correctly. I like how the adds spawn at fixed times. They spawn at 66% and 33% health instead of spawning on a timer. This means if you're a bit slower to kill it, you don't get penalized by having to fight more adds. One thing this fight also teaches me coming from RS3 is about prayer timings. I need to pray against the range attack before the projectile appears, and then once the projectile has appeared, I can freely swap my prayer to melee before she clobbers me in the face. There we go, first Sarachnis kill. And we get, a hard clue scroll. Okay. Well, we gotta go do that one. Okay, another hard casket. Let's see if we get lucky this time. This would be incredible if I were an Iron Man. Like, absolutely incredible. The sweets sell for some decent money, so it's an okay clue for me. But chaps and body of black d'hide in one clue? Yeah, that's insane for Iron Man. Okay, third kill, cactus seeds. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's the minions do a lot of damage. Jesus. I managed to do insect repellent on, I think, the first of those 2 kills after the clue scroll. Yeah, there we go. I managed to do insect repellent. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording that one, but I was not expecting that to come on our second KC. If anything, this one seems to be the hardest one, because even if I'm like spam clicking, it seems kind of random whether or not she gets off a second ranged attack or not. Okay, the combat task panel has been bugging me for a while to go and speak to Gommel, because we have completed the easy combat tier of combat achievements, which means we get an extra point from pest control games, which is nice, and we get this Gommel's Hilt, which gives us free teleports to God Wards a day, which is, quite nice. Not the most urgent thing to go and get. Medium tier is where things start to look a bit more interesting. However, we've only got like 40 points so far, and medium tier needs 115. So we're a bit of the ways off, but we can. There's probably a lot more bosses that I haven't yet gone and checked out. Like there's a Moss Giant one and a Hill Giant one that I know of. Hespori is one I've not yet checked out. So in addition to doing all the Slayer that we're doing, we're going to start checking out some of these bosses, but first and foremost, my goals right now are Slayer focused. And this is why the CA for not getting 2 ranged attacks in a row is so hard. You basically have to ignore all the minions in order to do it, and they hurt, especially the mage minions. I've tried it a few times, and every time I've had to tally out, so I'm going to let my stats get up a bit before I try again. The boss also drops these grubby keys that open this chest. It looks like they're worth opening, but you need 57 thieving, so for now I'll just sell the keys. And other than that, the tutorial tasks were pretty boring, so let's just jump to task 50 with Kona, which is going to give us a huge boost of points. Black Dragon in the Evil Chicken's Lair. There's actually a baby Black Dragon down there if you take a rope, so this is a very nice quick task to get out the way. And there we go, with that task out the way, we're up to 586 Slayer points. Now, I don't have a Slayer helm yet, I'm still using a black mask. This is simply because I've not yet run into a task where I need the protection of the items in the Slayer helm in addition to the black mask. However, once we get one of those tasks, say Aberrant Spectres, we will pick up that upgrade. The reason why we got so many points is that we're about to do a load of Konar tasks. Remember when I said a simple level goal doing tasks at Neve would be the standard way of doing things? Well, I don't really do standard and I love a dumb grind, so we're gonna farm out 100 brimstone keys from Konar tasks and see what Slayer level that gets us to. But that's gonna be in next episode because unfortunately that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, you know what to do. And as always, we're gonna be live 1 hour after this episode airs over on Twitch, so if you want to come see some live progress, hit us up at OSRS. Otherwise, have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you again next time.